Hey everyone, welcome to And Whose Fault Is That? This is episode 5. Today's episode is called Life-Giving Schmear. We have a lot to cover. I know that you're going to need context for that title. To be honest, I'm still kind of groggy, but I wouldn't be able to do this without my amazing co-host, Phil. Hello, Phil. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know if you noticed, it looks like I too participated in the Jake Paul Tyson fight. My rounds were much shorter.
I know that it happened, the fight, but I love, like, I'm detached enough to where I have little bits and pieces of what I think I understand happened. But going back to you and your Jake Paul fight, how are you feeling? Is it painful, the post-surgery?
It is sensitive, but it's obviously not as bad as it was this morning, and this morning wasn't as bad as it was last night, so progressively we're getting better. For anybody wondering who's not watching on YouTube when the time comes, the reason I look like a raccoon is because I had bilateral lower lid blepharoplasty. And basically, she was so cool because I went to my follow-up today and she showed me like a whole bunch of pictures of the surgery with my eyeballs stretched and everything. I was like, that's cool.
Oh, no.
Oh, I love that stuff.
No.
Oh, yes.
0 stars. Do not want to see.
6 stars. Bonus star for being honest.
6 stars. Would love to see again.
Yeah.
Please videotape next time.
I think she probably did too, but no, I'm okay. I'm just really tired and groggy, and I can keep my eyes somewhat open. I couldn't even see anything this morning. It was kind of one of those like squinting, blurry eyes, can't make out text messages. But I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. It's going to be
like entire episode with your eyes closed because it almost looks like it.
No, they're just really heavy. Yeah, they're very swollen. Yeah.
So swollen.
And maybe I will. This is just a talking show, so yeah.
The talkie.
It's a talking show. No, it was good. I mean, it was delayed. I was a little bit upset yesterday. Surgery time. Well, basically, they said show up at noon. Your surgery is going to be around 1:30, and then you'll be out of there by 4:35.
Okay, this sounds like a timeline that is acceptable.
Yeah, considering this is a 90-minute, 2-hour thing. So I get there at noon. The nurse wants to go over some paperwork with me and ask that I get Jake in as well, so he can, attest to coming and pick me up, that I'm not like...
So he is your ride home.
Yeah, I'm not scooting home with one of those Uber Lime scooters, completely out of it on anesthesia. So sign a bunch of paperwork, get into what kind of looks like the nurse's office at my elementary school, which I realized only later was very low budget. Very small room with a gurney. I was like, okay. She puts the IV. We have the chit chats. She starts talking to me about her 2 cats. One is Suki. I can't remember that cat's name because it wasn't as interesting as the other cat's name, Crouton, which we will go back to at the end of this conversation.
We'll circle back to
yes,
Crouton.
Best name ever for a cat, Crouton. So really, really sweet girl. Her name was Rachel. Sets me up, everything. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna leave you here. You could take a little nap. Dr. White is gonna come and visit you shortly to run through what she's going to do. You'll have the surgery. We'll be out of here in no time. Okay. Wake myself up from my sleep apnea snoring. Grab the phone, which is on my chest. Well, gosh darn it, it's 2:30. Was I forgotten? Pardon?
I'm sorry, what? You fell asleep.
I fell asleep. No, I just passed out.
Okay, that's right.
It's a talent I have. No, the IV was just a regular saline drip that they prepped for when the anesthesia
finally like, this is a great place for it.
But she said that, you know, it was 12:15 by the time really we were done. 12:30.
I swear to God, if the next statement you're going to tell me is the thing that my kid used to tell me when I asked her why she didn't wake me up, I'm going to be so annoyed.
Why? What did she?
Whenever I would ask her, I'd come down when she was a little kid, and then I'd find her. She would have made herself cereal with whipped cream. I'd be like, "Why didn't you wake me?" She'd shrug and go, "You were sleeping."
No, that wasn't it. But that is a logical reply. Anyway, so
you look so peaceful. We didn't want to wait.
2 minutes later, an older woman walks in, who is
perfect timing.
One better half of
awake.
You know, the one half of the anesthesia team.
But wait, what time? So what time did you get into the? I'm trying to establish.
So 10 to noon, I was there.
So 10 to noon, you've got an IV in your arm.
No, at about probably 12:20, I would say 12:30 tops is when she walked out of there, and I was
12:30, 2 hours.
I was told 1:30 was when the surgery would start, but then let me explain here. I wake up, an older woman walks in. She says, "Hi, I'm Gina. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, which match completely Rachel's questions from earlier, but whatever." Then she asks me, "Do you have any loose fillings, any loose teeth?" And then, any crowns, this, that. I was like, I got a bunch of stuff happening in my mouth, but I don't know if anything's loose. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything you can knock out if you're talking about intubating me. I don't think there is,
I was like, is there a dental...
Yeah. I'm like, I don't have anything.
A lot of dentist stories you guys want to add to them.
I go, but you're asking me really particular questions that are making me either uncomfortable or not. So why don't you just put down a maybe? Because I don't know if there's anything that will knock out. That's loaded. I don't know.
Haven't been inventorying my teeth.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I have to get a couple crowns in, but I don't know if there's anything loose. So anyway, answer her questions. Very nice woman. She leaves, doesn't turn the light off. Rude. How am I supposed to go back to bed? And then I hear what sounds like the most obnoxious amount of cutlery. Like, nobody eats making that much noise. It was straight up like, is there anything in your plate? Are you just pretending to eat and bang your fork onto a ceramic plate?
This is cartoon. We're eating at a banquet. Okay.
And then I hear, no, she told me she thought it was going to be 2:30. So they must have called her and told her, hey, you have someone here that you're supposed to be operating on. And she's supposed to be going under and being, dealt with at 1:30. And then to her, the retort was, oops, thought it was 2:30. And that's because it would have made sense anyway, because there's only one operating room in that location and it's occupied. So at that point, they should have figured it out, since there was someone else being worked on that I'm going to not be in at 1:30. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I had my nap. Then I had another woman in.
But if it wasn't for your nap, I think there would have been some questions.
I think so she took my blood pressure and everything was fine. But then she tells me, okay, I have your saline bag. I have your blanket. She says, it's a little bit chilly in there, but I warmed up the blankets for you. I was like, okay. And then proceeds to tell me, just follow me. Do you have your little grippy socks on? I was like, yeah. And then she tells me your surgery is only between 1 hour and 90 minutes, so we're not going to have to give you a catheter. I was like, okay, hold up. Didn't know that could have been a thing. Why am I only hearing the word catheter now? Also, don't even mention the word catheter if it's not applicable. Don't even say the word. No, I don't want to hear about it. Nothing. So anyway, she's like, yeah, so your surgery's too short for us to have to do a catheter or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. And we're actually not going to intubate you. We're going to use whatever. I was like, okay. So she walks me into what looks like...
Okay.
She walks me into what looks like... an operating room. I've never seen one before because I've always been knocked out before being wheeled into the operating room.
Yeah, they're like, hop up on the table.
That's literally what she said. Okay, you're going to hop up over here. And I was like, okay. And I'm looking at all the lights and I'm like, I was starting to get like a little bit of anxiety.
You guys supposed to like give me the anti-anxiety drugs at this point?
I think she started to. So she gives me oxygen and she goes, "So what's your favorite place in the world to visit or something?" And I was like, Italy. She's like, "Oh, Italy's very nice. Have you been?" And all I remember saying is, "Well, I," and now that was it. That was it. That was it. And then I heard, "Hey, Nyxi, it's time to get up. Jake's waiting for you." And I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "It's all done. You did really beautifully. Jake's here to come pick you up." And I was like, "I'm gonna be sick." And then I just threw up. I guess the anesthesia wearing off was where they woke me up too quickly or something.
We just had a discussion about this the other night at game night about anti-nausea stuff that they give.
Yeah.
I guess you.
Well, I mean, I was more surprised to hear that it was 7 p.m. Which
Sweet.
So,
Okay.
You know,
Are you in the same? Are you waking up in the same room?
it's a Chuck E. Cheese bathroom.
You're like, did you remember that they operated my eyes? I bandaged.
So obviously I couldn't see anything, and Jake walked me to the truck, and Rachel helped me get into the truck with Jake, and everything went fine. Like, it was just all positive stuff, and they were happy with everything. 45 minutes of trying to be of weaning off the anesthesia, so I was probably not weaning off as quickly as I could. But then Jake came and picked me up, so he said he was waiting in the parking lot for like something like an hour. But he was also like, we're 45 minutes away from where I ended up having the surgery, because they had to move it because I rescheduled. And so I just remember Rachel helping me into the truck, and Jake's on the other side, and I'm like trying to feel my way around. And then I threw up a couple times, and then I felt better. It was bile anyway. There was nothing. I hadn't eaten since the evening before. And I'm like, Rachel, you're so nice to me, Rachel. Thank you so much. Rachel, babe, did you know she has a cat named Crouton? Like, that's it. Like, just... That was the big thing that stuck with me. It was like, Rachel's so nice. Kudos to you and your cat named Crouton. So yeah, that was it. He, made me some pastina, which I could barely hold down. I didn't throw up again or anything, but I had my broth, and everything was okay. So, couple things to note. As we've previously discussed, my biggest, the bane of my existence is not being able to eat what I like. So having been off of things like onion, garlic, paprika, ginger, and anything that actually has any flavor or puts some life elixir into the things that we eat, this whole thing had to be delayed because my surgery was delayed. So essentially, I, with the exception of 2 days, the 19th of September was when, right? 19th of September, 19th of October. 19th of October.
Flavor?
Yeah, I had not had onion, garlic, or paprika, with the exception of 2 days, since October 13th. And Dr. White, when she showed up and I woke up from my nap, she came to see me. And then, she's like, "So, are you excited? Are you nervous? Like, everything's going to be fine. Like, I'm pretty excited for you." She's super, super nice doctor. And I was like, honestly, I'm just looking forward to being able to eat the things I love that have flavor and don't have like dye number 7 in them and are just not bread and mac and cheese, So she tells me, what do you mean? I was like, well, your laundry list of things that I can't touch. Oh, she's like, "Oh, sweetie, you could have had whatever you wanted. Those are for tummy tucks and breast lifts." And I was like, what? I was like, no, I have not.
If there has ever been a time to say the following phrase, it is now. Pardon fuck.
Pardon fuck. I just looked at her like, you're kidding me, right? She's like, it's good that you did. It is, those are blood thinners and this and that, but it's not that critical. And I was like, I want to fucking do it right now. Just like,
that would have been valuable a month ago.
oh my God. I was like, are you kidding me? So anyway.
Oh my God.
I know. That's my story of how the surgery went. And if anybody's staring at me, I look like pretty bad, but it's actually much better. I couldn't even have my eyes open this morning. It's much better. It's much better. And you know what I have for breakfast? I went to Einstein Bagels. I had an everything bagel with onion and chive Schmear. It was delightful. It was delightful.
Give me all the seeds and all the flavor.
Yeah.
Please, quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sweetie, you could have had all of that. I'm sorry. What?
Now I know what they mean when they say death becomes her. It's just, I was...
Oh, wait till I write my Google review.
2 stars.
2 stars. Could have eaten all along.
You could have had an extra star for onion, an extra for garlic, and an extra for paprika.
Not even going to dock you for letting me take a 2-hour nap while you forgot about me.
That's so funny. They're really nice.
Actually, I have this like version where they're like half an hour in, they're like, oh crap, somebody got to go in and tell her that the doctor's not here and we have to push her surgery back. And they cracked the door open and you were out cold snoring. And they were like,
she's
Larry David style, like, never mind. Click. Let her sleep.
Yeah. Why didn't you wake me up?
Customer service. Yeah. This customer service problem solved itself. And I think somebody was outside the door, heard you stop snoring, and was like, time to sprint into action. Hi, Nyxi, it's only been 2 hours. We're ready for you.
Yeah, someone came in and turned back the clock on my phone. See, you've only been sleeping for 15 minutes. But anyway, it went well. I had a follow-up for Thursday scheduled, and she was really adamant about seeing me this morning. Like, she 100% was like, I need to see you in the morning. She was like, I do that with all my patients.
My eyes are still swollen.
And so I had to go drive to the other location, and she was very happy. And that's where she showed me the pictures. And she was like, I really wasn't expecting that much removed, but... And that's when I shared the picture of when I was in elementary school in kindergarten, where there's just this picture of me in a blue knitted sweater for my class photo, and I have bags under my eyes that make me look like I've worked 2 shifts in the factory before hitting the lunch lady with a, can I have extra potatoes, please? It's been a long night. And she's going to end up putting that probably on the website, I think, because I just gave them social permission. I don't give a shit. Do what you need. Show people that it's possible. But yeah, that was my surgery stuff. How did your weekend and Monday go?
It went well. I don't know if we want to talk about it in an episode. I have my New England road trip. We should save that for the next one.
Okay, you can put it in episode 6. That's fine.
Yeah, episode 6, because that's a much longer conversation. I was going to ask you, how was your sister and nephew visit?
Yeah, we didn't dig too deep into it last time, but it was good. I believe you have the talking points up. I'm going to click on it. Please hold.
Mm-hmm.
Mount Playmore Pool Foods and Store. Okay, yeah. Mount Playmore is basically from ages like 2 to maybe 12, I guess. I don't know. It's what you imagine it to be. I'm pretty sure it's a chain. I never heard of it until I looked it up. Jungle gyms and kind of like an arcade and very kid-friendly, daycare-esque type of activities that you could do.
A lot of
padded stuff, toys, carousels, basically things to keep you, keep your children occupied while you...
I visited the Mount Playmore in Google.
Yeah, so right next...
Poang chairs.
Right next to the... Because they have like the jungle gym thing where you can go up and around, and right at one of the entrances of these jungle gym things, facing like where people eat,
So the snack bar.
the snack bar, and also carousel, are two massage chairs facing. And I just, why? Like, who thought of the placement for this? It was
Very feng shui. So
not very. And you'd think that if you have a massage chair,
through the center.
you can see everything. People are staring at you while you're getting massaged. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Jake and my sister did it anyway. Jake went to go do it. He was super happy. It was like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And then my sister, who's probably never had a massage ever, I was like, go do it. We'll watch Leo.
Go. Us and the whole entire place will watch. Go sit.
I mean, to be fair, there wasn't really anybody around. We had like 3 other people when we were there. We left as it started to pick up. But I just thought the placement of these massage chairs was really weird because maybe it's just me, but I find a massage, regardless of it being $10 and in a mechanical chair, to be like an intimate thing. You want to relax. You don't want to open your eyes like in the middle of ecstasy and be like, there's one kid putting a fucking
Guy walking by eating a pizza with his child.
Yeah, exactly. Or someone scraping the bottom of their feet because they're gross. Like, I don't know. So anyway, I just thought these massage chairs were oddly placed. Like, do you want to get, is the idea that you want to get massaged while watching your kid? Like, is that a thing? I don't know.
It was like, let me forget my worries for a moment. Though it reminded me when I was looking at because they had on Google Maps, they have a virtual tour of the place. So I wandered around for a couple of minutes, and hence when I saw the sea of Poang chairs.
Yeah.
You could see the massagers off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
They looked like the massage chairs that you find
At the mall. At the mall. Yeah. It's literally the ones that are in the pictures you generated. Yeah. It's exactly those. And Jake was super happy. My sister was like, wow, that was amazing. I was like, and then they were like, go ahead. You should go do it. I'm like, no, I'm good. No, this thing comes with strings. I don't like the strings. The strings are Billy with the fucking, piece of French fry up his nose. I'm good.
Yeah, and
I'm good.
a snotty 4-year-old is what this string comes with.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. I don't want to. I'm fine. But yeah, I just thought that was weird with the whole massage chair. But Mount Playmore was great. My nephew just wanted to go around in the jungle gym area the whole time. I really feel like if we just left him there, he would have been doing it like on repeat for hours and hours on end. So he needed intervention. But that was good. And then I believe my sister, huge shopper. I mean, I thought... Yeah, my sister's a huge shopper. I thought that it wasn't to that degree, but my sister just wants to see all of the stores. And she was on a Christmas decoration mission, or ornaments rather, more specifically ornaments. So if we went to Walmart, she would have to check out all the ornaments. I brought her to Hobby Lobby. At that point, I should have brought a cot and just slept in the back with the staff or something. She would have stayed in that store forever if we could have. She found some stuff that she liked.
Are there no Hobby Lobbies?
No. There's Michael's, but it's not the same. Hobby Lobby, it's not the same. I too am an admirer of Hobby Lobby on occasion. I have found things for my home that I like from there. But she goes, I want to go to Dollar Tree or Dollarama or whatever, because we call it Dollarama, but the Dollar Tree or Family Dollar or something like that. And I had chiropractor appointment that Wednesday, and she asked, can I come with you and maybe you can drop me off somewhere? I said, well, you've been wanting to go to the dollar store. I can drop you off at the dollar store while I go to chiropractor, and then we'll come pick you up.
I'll say.
I'm getting minute by minute updates of this dollar store. It is empty. It's like a bomb went off. The shelves are completely like ransacked. She's like, where did you bring me? Where did you drop me off? I want to see if I can find these. She was right. I mean, we must have picked the $1 store where all hope is lost. And I just felt so bad because I was like, I'm going to be done soon. And it took longer than I expected. And this here, let me see if I can find it. She messaged something like, "What's wrong with this place?"
Why, Daddy? Why is the Dollar Tree so sad?
Yeah. Because I think my sister was just looking probably for maybe like a coloring book or crayons or some crap like that. But
Ralph, make it stop.
yeah. And to be fair, I tried to warn her that the Dollarama and the dollar stores in Canada are much cooler, and they stick to the price. If it's everything is $2.
And they look like an abandoned Big Lots.
I think Big Lots was even nicer. But while here you go, I found some. That's besides him crying. So this is one picture. Please note the shelves.
Okay. On the left side?
Yeah, look at the left side, I guess, yeah. But where my thumb is, completely empty. And this video is no longer available. Cool, I don't care. She just kept asking me, why don't people organize
aisles? Yeah.
And I just felt really bad. And she's like, okay. I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I'll be there in like 2 minutes. She was, okay, I'm gonna go pay. Okay, so you complained, but you still found a bunch of shit that you wanted. I just I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, then I got sick, and then I felt really, really sick, and then the next day I didn't feel too bad. I had booked on that Thursday. I had like a second wind that Thursday. It must have been right when I stopped the viral, and right before I started the bacterial. It was a beautiful pocket. I went on this app called Swimply, and I booked a private pool, and it's basically swimming pool Airbnb equivalent. People around rent their pools out for a very low cost. We went like Swimply.
Like a Popeye character.
SWIMPLY.
Yep. Still sounds like a.
Well, I'm just saying.
Is there anything that we won't Airbnb nowadays? Cars?
It's not too bad. I mean, I paid 45 or $40 for the hour. And my nephew had a great time. My sister was happy. I didn't go in just because I felt like, well, I'm just coming off of something. I don't want to wet my hair, Jake had fun. And I was happy to give them that experience because I know my nephew is a big, like, water kid. He loves splashing around. And then, boom, I got smacked with whatever the hell smacked me that night. And then the following day, Jake, my sister, and my nephew went to, like, a petting zoo farm. They just went, the three of them. I just couldn't. I was, like, bedridden. So they had a great time, and I was really happy to see the two of them,
privacy in a situation like this,
there are homes where people might be around. The one that I rented happened to be someone's like extra home or investment or whatever the hell, but there are situations where you're basically walking into somebody's backyard and there's people living there, and then there's it's like any other Airbnb thing.
That's why I'm looking at the ones in my area here. I'm gonna give you a number, and then I'm gonna kind of hold out for a reaction.
Sure.
$70 an hour.
Okay. That's a little over the top.
I was gonna say, I don't what is the going rate?
I've seen from 25 to 100, but it depends. The one that I went to.
That's everything in this area is 50 to 80 to.
They might be also heated at this point, so it might be a whole different thing. But
no, actually, all of these say like starting June 2nd, starting June 1st.
Okay.
150.
So this was and there was like a little zip line. There was like a barbecue pit. Here, let me see if I can share it with you. Uh,
150 an hour, 26 by 85 foot pool. Where is this?
oh, I keep writing your name. That's not your name. Here you go. There you go. Let me see if you got that. Really nice place. It had a swing set. It had a hot tub, but I didn't go for that. It has a separate bathroom changing outhouse on the outside for privacy. Yeah. Big table. It's a really nice place to rent. I mean, especially considering I think it's up to...
And this was in somebody's private home.
Yeah, in their home, in their backyard, with a separate entrance, like Airbnb entrance. I believe this is like, it was up to 20 guests. So if you think about it, like, yes, $50 might be a little bit steep if you're just like a small family of 4. But if you're rocking 20 people, that's nothing. That's peanuts. So
No, I mean, most definitely peanuts. I'm just...
Yeah, but I heard of this app when I was in Los Angeles on the way to like a company dinner. The Airbnb guy was talking to me about his kid and how he uses this app to book a swimming pool, and his kid's going to be really happy because he loves swimming, but they can't afford to get a pool, so he rents, blah blah blah. And then he gives me the name of this app, and then I totally forgot about it because I was in Los Angeles and I think it was February. So I spaced about it until it popped up on my Instagram like a month and a half ago. And I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot about this place. Or I remember what this is, or, the app. And yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised. So I will use it again if possible, if there's, a desperate need for pool perusing.
Also are leveraging tennis and pickleball courts.
Yeah.
And basketball courts.
I mean, if you have it, rent it, I guess, right?
Oh, it's for $40 an hour.
Yeah, so I don't think it's so bad, right? You get to list your space.
No, this is fascinating. Yeah, I'm not judging.
And if you have like a Pure Space or a Gigster type of account, you can check if it coincides with anything on the Swimply app as well. I think it started off as a pool thing and turned into just space. So I think it's pretty cool.
Lifeguards only. For lifeguards with money only.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. I don't have anything else crazy. I just want to catch you up on what was going with the surgery and the visit with my sister and nephew, which I didn't really dig deep into. But believe it or not, we're looking at next week is fucking Thanksgiving. So I would love to hear what you got planned for your turkey day.
Right now, actually pretty low key. We are going to Heather's brother's house. We've done that the last couple of years. She, like many people around here, I mean, I know my other crew that also does Thanksgiving. It's like there's only so much patience for cooking, especially when you have like 10 plus people coming.
Mm-hmm.
So she has identified a place near their house that does pretty good catering, and their spread is not insanely expensive, and it like is huge.
Okay.
I think this is the third or fourth year we're going to use them, and they have never disappointed in the past. So, but they do the standard, or the catering package that this place offers is pretty standard, where it's turkey and potatoes and sweet potatoes and stuffing, and I think that's it. And then so Heather and I will then augment. She has a pineapple stuffing that she does that her family loves, so she'll crank that out. And then I decided that for my contribution is I will be I'm going to bake something. So still debating what to bake. Last year I did well, those were a hit, and maybe I should do that again. I think I overdid it last year. Last year I did little mini cornbreads.
What do you mean overdid it?
Oh, because I baked something like 32 mini cornbreads.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. However, will you get rid of them?
Yeah, well, no, I that's the problem is like most of like I tried to pawn them off on people, but no, it was just way too many. Like I should have done something like 20 something cornbreads, but anyway. And then honey butter, which I made honey butter. Yeah. Because when I was looking, getting pre-jarred honey butter was basically like it may as well have been caviar. I went to like Whole Foods. They seemed to be the only ones, and they were like, "This jar is $17.99. It is
good grief."
ounces.
Okay.
Like, nope. And then I found a recipe that did it, and I bought high quality butter, and I bought high quality honey, and I made my own.
Delicious.
And so I had I brought all that, and yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think I will still deciding. But
well, sounds like a nice evening. I'm sure whatever you decide will be delicious. And
well, that's kind of what's gonna roll down.
Really?
But yeah, no. Is it next?
Yes.
No. Yes, next week.
Yes.
As we're recording this, not next week, but as this comes out, it will be. Wait, or
the day after, I believe.
Day after. So.
Yeah. So right or no? The day of.
The day of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. On this day in the future, I'm always responsible for my glorious mashed potatoes. This time I also have to bring rolls, and I'm going to be bringing stuffing because there's stuffing that's already being brought, but the person that eats the stuffing can't have any animal byproducts or blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's cool and all. I'm sure it's delicious, but this is bread, and I need bread with flavor, and flavor comes from broth, and I'm going to buy the regular ass stuffing. So I volunteered for that. But I usually bring potatoes, and Thanksgiving has been traditionally only happening because of Amy. Amy loves Thanksgiving. She loves hosting Thanksgiving. So anytime we do Thanksgiving, it's at Amy's. She does the turkey stuff. She does her other things. And I bring the potatoes. So.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And mostly because I get to eat things. And that makes me happy. So that's it. I don't have anything else that's really pressing that can't wait. But those are my Thanksgiving plans. Do you have the day after off from your jobby job or not really?
Yeah. No, I took Thursday and Friday off completely.
Well, Thursday they gave you, right?
No, we don't. No, we don't have.
Oh, right.
They're all they're flex holidays. So you can take whatever 9 holidays you see fit.
Yeah.
So no, I took the Thursday and Friday off, just to
Okay.
not to have to deal with being in 2 places at once.
How are you on a scale of 1 to postprandial somnolence after you eat? Food coma.
Oh, if I overeat, it's straight up food coma. So if I pace myself, I'll be fine.
Are you a turkey lover?
Yeah. I mean, yes, I don't mind the turkey breast though. Not into
legs and stuff.
Yeah,
I've never been a turkey lover. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess if it's juicy enough.
Poultry is poultry, and I eat a lot of chicken.
I'd rather just see a rotisserie chicken on the table, honestly. That'd be good too. But I get the tradition of it all, and I mean, Canadian Thanksgiving is come and gone, so. And for me growing up, it's always been like, you don't do that. It's Good Friday. You do this. You eat fish. Don't touch meat. I was like, okay. No problem, Mom. Some weird tradition that I kept hearing of new things every year would be brought up. I was like, okay. Yeah. I think it was a place called Misa's or Mita's or some all-you-can-eat meat restaurant, Messa's, and I went on a Good Friday, and my mom, I remember that's the only time my mom was so disappointed in me, and this is way past the point where she knew I was like atheist and she didn't care, but for some reason she just would have it in her head where it's like, no meat today, you just eat fish. And I ended up going to this place where it was like all you can eat meat.
I'm going to a Brazilian barbecue.
I don't remember if it was a Brazilian steakhouse. It probably was. But it was my friend at the time, Adam or Cubes. It's a long time, I say, ex-friend. And that's where he held his birthday. And I ate so much.
You stumbled home and your mom was like, what is that red and green circle that you're holding? You're like...
It was delightful. But yeah, no, that's all I got. I don't have anything really crazy. Thank you for pushing this. I know that we recorded a day later for anybody.
Yeah. I love how you're like, oh, we're recording tomorrow. And I'm like, today is tomorrow, my dear.
Yeah, for some reason I thought I pushed for Wednesday, but it's totally fine. Just the fact that I'm coherent right now, I would say it's the Schmear. It's
the shit.
It's the Schmear.
Life-giving Schmear.
Life-giving Schmear. I was so happy.
Maybe we should make that the episode title.
Life-giving Schmear. Maybe we should do that. Yeah.
I think that's so much fun.